We know that the Alpha Pariah has the unique ability to completely destroy demons, instead of simple banishment, but we have no idea how that works.
True. The data we have on her abilities is scarce, and her previous encounter with a greater demon on the Martyr could be an anomaly.
That is why I want her to join me on the chaos-infested world during my mission. Her powers could purge the infestation.
You are experimenting with a live subject, Inquisitor. An idea worthy of a tech priest.
Sometimes you need to resort to unorthodox methods, I suppose.
I will prepare the Alpha subject and have the teleportarium ready when you call for her.
The time has come for you to join me on a priority mission. It is time to test your abilities and determination.
Before I say anything, what am I supposed to do?
We will enter a hive in the thralls of a chaos infestation. I want you to employ your powers to put an end to that foul contamination.
No! Absolutely not! I lived through that nightmare countless times. Walls thick with muck. Shambling shadows on the corridors, the growling of those creatures. No!
Your fear of chaos is understandable, but you are far from defenseless. And this was not a request, by the way.
Are you willing to kill me if I disobey? Or am I too valuable for that?
Do anything in my power to save the Imperium from destruction. Would you?
I would. But you must know that I'm truly terrified. What if I lose control over my powers?
You will not. This is why we need to test your abilities out there.
You are right, I think. Yes, I will accompany you.
Approaching the site where the plague originated. Beware, the sensors are indicating increasing warp activity in the area.
Splendid. This Nurgle infestation is a gift that keeps on giving. In any case, it is the perfect opportunity to test the Alpha Pariah's unique abilities.
I don't even know what I should do.
Just do whatever you have already done several times when you try to protect yourself. more uncertainties. I wonder why Uther Tiberius didn't train me properly. Uther was a genius, but also a terrible mentor. If it helps, I'm inclined to avoid his mistakes. It helps a little, yes. I couldn't disable the alarm in time. On the bright side, finally silence. Overheat. Inquisitor, it was a bold choice to bring me here. Does it occur to you that maybe you are the one who should be afraid of me? Are you threatening me? I'm just pointing out the fact that I have no control over my abilities. That's all. It is time. Unleash your powers on the Horde.
Are you sure you want me to do this?
This is your destiny. This is what you are. Should you fail to comply, you will probably die.
It is too much. I don't know if I can control it. Yes, I can do this. Perish!
By the Emperor, her powers are definitely growing. She has no control over her abilities. Tech Priest, I need her back on the ship now.
Experiencing recurring calibration problems. Warp anomalies combined with the subject's distortion field are hindering return teleportation.
This location is extremely unsafe for her.
Correct. Sensors indicate large hostile forces inbound.
I need the Space Marine down here. You can send him down here, right?
It was wise of you. No one will withstand my righteous fury.
Try to keep your head clear, Thorn, and focus on the protection of the Alpha Pariah. Her survival is paramount.
Rest assured, not a single abomination will live long enough to get to her.
Tech Priest, why haven't you evacuated the Alpha Pariah yet?
Calibrating teleportarium sequences. Chance of failure calculated unacceptable. Suggestion: nullify the source of Imperium fluctuations.
That was hardly a revelation. Find a solution.
might need any excuse to kill Phil. It's wondering.
She is an Imperial citizen, Thorn, and a very important one at that.
She is also a pariah. And I just can't help feeling instant, deep revulsion when I'm around her. Not to mention her natural powers.
She can destroy demons, Thorn. The galaxy is burning, and those powers are the most valuable asset we have ever had against the ruinous powers.
Overheat. Overheat.
Calibration complete. Estimated chances of successful teleportation are currently at 95%.
And what happens to the Sergeant and the Alpha Pariah in the case of an unsuccessful teleport?
Their physical bodies will disintegrate. Regarding the spiritual component, you can access reference material flagged as unconfirmed.
If we lose the Pariah due to a faulty teleport, there will be consequences.
Overheat. Overheat.
Do you see how fragile your master's so-called Imperium is? How imperfect you all are? This insight is a gift from our benefactor.
Who would that be? Another pitiful traitor yearning for vengeance on his former kind?
Alas, I cannot share his name with you, but rest assured, his genius will turn the Karagari sector into the most beautiful garden of Nurgle.
Not on my watch. I will burn out this rot with the sacred fire of the Emperor.
Such fervor! A true pity that I must kill you so abruptly. Why not? Your flesh will spawn wonderful gifts for the Grandfather.
This is most disturbing. The entire epidemic was a ploy to lure Inquisitors here. I wonder what this machine does. Defense mechanism activated. by the Emperor, the primogenitor.
Inquisitor. I've been expecting you. I am truly disappointed, though, that you came alone.
Spare me the grand monologue, you abomination.
I've been hunting your kind for a long time, but I never dared to hope that the Dark Gods would send me the one who has the Alpha Pariah. Tell me, where is she now?
I'd suggest you prepare for more disappointment, creature.
The Anathema Ultima, the Alpha Subject. Call her whatever you want, but she is mine! I have been trying to reclaim my precious experiment since that perfidious Tiberius cheated it out of my hands!
You might begin to see a pattern here.
Oh no, I will take you alive, Inquisitor. We will experiment, you and I, to see where the threshold of suffering lies for you. Then you will be ready to denounce your master and beg for my forgiveness. I find your dedication to a decaying emperor most commendable. However, I have disturbing news for you. You simply cannot defeat me.
Fabius Bile! Your existence is a curse upon this world. Judgment will finally find you.
Another Inquisitor? This plan seems to be working splendidly, if I do say so myself.
For your innumerable crimes, your sentence is death. Delivered here and now.
You are wasting the dwindling resources of your pathetic Imperium. I am one of many. Even if you succeeded, you would accomplish nothing. But you won't.
Lies upon lies. The judgment of the Emperor is upon you, heretic.
Inquisitor, next time I expect you to bring what belongs to me. Until then...
You set me up, Inquisitor. What's worse, you have risked an extremely important Imperial asset. I should bring this to the Conclave.
Spare me the indignation. My order knew that Fabius Bile is here in the Caligari sector, and we have been hunting for that traitor for a very long time.
And from your perspective, the demise of Bile is the ultimate priority.
Obviously. Appreciate the irony, Inquisitor. Bile set a trap for us that we used to entrap Bile.
And still, he escaped. I strongly advise that you refrain from using the Alpha Pariah as a bait in the future.
Inquisitor, we have a breach on the lower levels. We are under attack by a Dark Elder raiding party.
The Drakari? Cowardly marauders attacking an inquisitorial ship.
It is strange indeed, but right now my main concern is that my ship is crawling with sadistic Xenos pirates.
Calm down. I will show them the error of their ways.
The Tech Priest has stationed a host of combat servitors on the decks. The Automator will slow them down, but only temporarily.
I'm on my way. I will take Thorn with me.
I'm beginning to appreciate the persistence of these Dark Elder. They give me ample opportunity to strike fear into their rotten hearts.
The Drakari breached Section Theta 7, so they will have to cut through here on their way to the vaults.
Well, they can try. There is a maintenance hole ahead. We could take up defensive positions there.
We are in position. Your usual subtle tactics will suffice, Sergeant, I suppose.
We really shouldn't overcomplicate these matters. I will heap the corpses high as a tribute to the Emperor.
Looks like your wish will be granted. We should expect several waves of hostiles. I wonder what this machine does. Those were the homunculi. I wasn't expecting to see the Drakari marshal their most terrible abominations against us. They are insane flesh sculptures, and depraved Torturers, beasts most foul. You should be careful incorporate kind.
They're here! Kill every last one of the filthy vermin that breaks through the doors!
You still need to prove yourself to your master with gifts.
Kazashtak is the most dreadful marauder in these systems, but he is not a master. He is a jealous patron.
We are done with the rebel. But where is the leader? I want to tear that cowardly worm apart.
The dreadful marauder didn't want to get his hands dirty.
Ah, what else would you expect from a Drukhari?
Inquisitor, bioscans are complete. The remaining Xenos invaders have been located.
Very well. They deserve a proper lesson for their arrogance.
My sacred duty is to eradicate these Drukhari torturers from this sector.
Your sacred duty is to obey my commands. That I appreciate your passion. red again when I killed your precious torturers.
They weren't that precious. A small price to pay.
Prepare for your judgment. Tell me, was it worth it?
Your small-mindedness is astonishing, Resignation. But what do you know about finding true purpose in your so short life? The anathema has been foretold. She is a worthy sacrifice to beget the rebirth of a god. He will rule the sky.
How did they know about the Alpha Pariah?
It is indeed a most pressing question. We cannot leave her unguarded. The Drakari have proven that they are the masters of ambush, and they can strike with their cloaked vessels from the webway. From now on, you are on constant guard duty, Sergeant.
Understood, Inquisitor. Although I still believe you could benefit more from my presence on the field of battle.
As per your request, I have executed thorough analytical sermons, focusing on the Alpha subject's mental stability.
Give me a brief update.
The Alpha subject seems to bear the traces of deep mental conditioning, most probably conducted during her early sessions with Uther Tiberius.
Does that affect her abilities?
Probably not. Her will is adamant, but it might result in erratic behavior, which is quite a risk with her capabilities.
Inquisitor, there is an astropathic message for you from an agent of the Ordo Xenos. The embedded emotional markings indicate that it is urgent.
Inquisitor. I am Inquisitor Theodon Mercer of the Ordo Xenos, currently stationed on Heliodor 4, vigorously protecting the Inquisitorial archives, with special regard to the sensitive materials stored in the vaults. I will cut to the chase. I urgently need your help. You are probably wondering why I have contacted you, and rightly so. The facility where I'm holed up is under the attack by the Tuathal Aldari. If I am not mistaken, you have already made their acquaintance. They are looking for classified Ordos material on... how shall I put it? On the unique presence you have on your ship. I hope I have your interest now. Help me out and I can promise you the answers you seek. I also have Amasek and cigars. The Emperor protects.
How can this Inquisitor know about the Alpha Pariah?
I have no idea. He left me no choice, though. I must find this Mercer and talk to him. Captain, this world is fighting off an Eldar invasion. The epicenter of this incursion is the Holy Archives of the Inquisition. Inquisitor Mercer, as the appointed guardian, must be there.
Something is causing severe interference in the target zone. We are trying, but the authors are not functioning.
Whatever is causing the interference must be deactivated first. of use later.
Electro-anomalies are emanating from an unidentified piece of Xenos technology, located in the wave circuit.
That must be the source of the interference.
Inquisitor, how nice of you to join me in this scuffle.
You have a knack for sending intriguing emergency messages. Why did the Eldar attack an inquisitorial archive?
The Eldari seem to be displaying great interest in certain documents.
The Eldar brought an entire army just for some records.
Well, you can't really blame them for a few theatrics. Feel free to blame them for anything else, though.
Or they were trying to find some highly classified material.
Look, you have my full cooperation. But how about help?
Tell me, how does an Ordo Xenos agent end up guarding the archives on a backwater world?
I'm supervising the rituals of preservation of classified data.
So, you have been reprimanded. Why?
If I recall Lord Maldor's exact words, for being a reckless idiot who needs to learn the merits of patience. Plus, the rest is classified.
Inquisitors cannot be ordered around like servitors.
Trust me, if your only alternative is excommunication, you'll become quite cooperative.
The Emperor's hand is found. The Eldari are using their webway gate to move in their forces.
Our professional advice will be to blow it to cinders, but it's your call, obviously.
What a novel idea. That is why we needed a Xenos expert on the team, I suppose.
I'm glad that we at least shared a vice of sight.
Webway gate has been destroyed.
Oh, marvelous. No reinforcements for a while, then.
I have located and secured the entrance to the archives.
Feel free to visit me in my humble abode, then.
I will join you shortly, Inquisitor Mercer.
By all means. I don't want to force your hand, but my soldiers were overrun and the Eldari are closing in on the data vaults. I'll try my best to slow down this deranged Farseer, but some help would be appreciated. I'm afraid I'm fresh out of Amasek and cigars. But I have a new Eldari contingent moving in for all your entertainment needs.
These Eldar seem really persistent. It is time to combine our forces.
My thoughts exactly.
Tell me more about these Eldar invaders.
They've arrived with a fairly substantial force, I'm afraid. Their Farseer will resort to his favorite tactics and use Wraith constructs to get to the data vault.
You sound like you know him very well.
Actually, we go way back. And in case you wondered, yes, his heartwarming visit is related to that unique person on your ship.
That is all classified. You should have informed me about the Farseer's information.
Have you ever tried making conversation with a Farseer? It's like interpreting a fever dream. I didn't even realize what his words meant at the time.
operational.
That's a relief. Considering my history with the Conclave, I wouldn't want to have to explain the destruction of the data vault to them.
I'm still baffled as to why the Eldar dedicated such efforts to invading this place.
They must think that they'll find something here they can use to save their craft world. You must not forget that the Eldari are a dying race, clinging to every shred of hope.
You are demonstrating almost alarming levels of empathy.
I don't know about you, but I could go with a stiff drink right now.
You seem quite flamboyant, an agent of the Holy Ordos.
What can I say? I have spent decades in disguise as the rogue trader captain of the good ship Stormskipper. And certain things will rub off.
What exactly? Navigational skills, I believe.
I'm quite proud of my meticulous paperwork. And I can always find a break in any void port.
Primary objective hasn't changed, Sergeant. We must protect the Alpha Pariah.
With all due respect, Inquisitor, I feel that we are wasting my potential here.
So this is their target. This data vault stores classified inquisitorial records. Judging by the classification entries, the dossier on the Martyr investigation could also be here.
The Eldar must have been trying to locate the Martyr.
I'd rather put it differently. They have been definitely after the Alpha Pariah.
It's possible. She could be the most potent tool for cleansing their infested craft world.
Absolutely. Therefore, they will not retreat until their Farseer is dead.
Overheat.
Inquisitor Mercer, fate has brought us together again.
I wish we had met under different circumstances.
This is the path we must walk, and it ends here for one of us. Before I become part of the Infinity Circuit, you must know something.
You could begin with the truth.
We never wanted to harm that unique individual. We only wanted to take her to our craft world.
You wanted to cleanse your dying world?
That is our only purpose.
And why did you need these Imperial archives?
I have no interest in your petty secrets, but I saw that you would come. You, the key to the Anathema Ultima. The Harlequin warned us not to take this path, but we didn't have any choice.
What can you tell me about the Harlequin?
She cannot be trusted. She has her own agenda. She walks the seventh path. Her fate is linked to the Whispering One.
I have answered your plea and launched a rescue operation to save you. You still owe me some answers about the Alpha Pariah.
I'll be completely honest with you. I can't answer your questions. Wait! Don't do anything impulsive. I know someone who can help you.
And who would that be?
A Harlequin. You'll be pleased to hear that you have already met her.
You are playing a dangerous game here, Inquisitor.
This is not a game, and we both know the Harlequins hold the key to many secrets. I'm talking about the fabled Black Library, of course. The source of all ancient and forbidden knowledge.
The existence of the library is known only to a few Eldar, and even fewer are allowed to enter.
The Harlequins are the exception. See? It was worth hearing me out.
I don't like the way you've set me up, Inquisitor, but I need answers. Do you happen to know where I can find this Harlequin?
As a matter of fact, I do. On the planet Loriach.
The exterminated maiden world of Craft World Tuathal.
One of the few truly charming corners of the subsector.
I can only imagine. That is my next destination, then.